Mr. Evilcheese, and this is my review of the recently released Walking Dead Shane McMahon figure. Oh, this ain't the first Shane McMahon. This is the second one. And holy crap, is he improved. Everyone's been saying, man, they need to make a new Shane. They need a new Shane. They need him to have a new outfit, new everything, make it look more like he's supposed to. And what did they do? They came out with one. And it looks 100% better. I would say 200% better. He looks better than he ever did. So much improvement over the last one. Now you see, the first one was already the greatest action figure that ever existed. I mean, look, he's a karate ninja now. And like, the outfit is perfect. Like, has every freaking color that's imaginable. And like, how could they improve this? I mean, people complain and saying, oh, they were so amazed by this figure that they wanted another one. They're like, we gotta make a new Shane, because the feeling that I got when I got this figure, I just want to feel that again by making a new Shane. And what do? They came out with one that is 100 times better than the original. I mean, everything has been improved. Now he has, now see, this one had nearly infinite points of articulation, but this one has infinite. I mean, look at this. It's just like the Game of Thrones Iron Throne that I reviewed, the statue. You can just spin it in all directions. Like, there's nothing that this can't, like, he could point up there, over there. Look, where can he point? He can point everywhere. I mean, seriously, he could probably point through time and space. Probably point back in time, shoot Abraham Lincoln, be like, ha! I was the one who did that. And he could point into the future and shoot President Goobadoo, because, you know, he's not even born yet, but he could assassinate him. Man, Shane's a bad dude. He might do something like that. Although I don't know if there'll be presidents in the future because of the whole zombie apocalypse and everything. But this figure is so improved, I can't believe it. I mean, look at this. He even has a hat now. His police hat. That's the hat that he wore back when he was part of one of the most prestigious and feared wrestling stables that ever existed, the Four Policemen. And that group consisted of the leader, which would be Ric Flair, then Art Anderson, Shane McMahon, and also Opie. And man, that was a kick-ass team. I mean, they just kicked everybody's ass, man. Well, that was up until season 3 of The Walking Dead, though. That's when they got, you know, their first big trouble. That's when they were living in the prison. And the governor took over the whole prison, and he captured the 4 policemen. And he made the 4 of them decide between themselves which one of them was going to die. And, of course, Shane McMahon, being the brave guy that he was, volunteered. And as he was walking into the cell to be beaten to death, Opie ran out in front of him, jumped right in front of him, shoved out of the way, and ran to the cell in place of Shane. And unfortunately, he got beat to death by a group of wrestlers, and happened to be Mark Henry, who delivered the final blow with a pipe that just killed off Opie. It was a really, really sad episode, and it was very sad because, you see, Opie had a lot of pockets, and he was carrying Shane's crayons in there, and several of the crayons got broken. You know, it had like some important colors like blue and indigo, and I don't know, a few other colors like that. Denim. Ooh! Ooh. That brings me to the accessories. See, the original Shane, all he came with was his flamethrower that shot missiles. Now, this Shane also comes with a flamethrower that shoots missiles, but he comes with other accessories that the original did not come with. Now, he comes with the accessory that was so amazing that the original came with. He comes with it again, and that would be the Domo Wrestling Backpack. And as you know from reading the comics in the show, that is where he kept his crayons. And one thing that really bugged me about the original was he didn't come with his crayons. But, guess what? They come with them this time. It comes with a full-size box of crayons. Now, you can actually color with these. They're actually real crayons. Like, I know you probably didn't think crayons actually existed. Like, they were just like some kind of thing they made up for the show in the comics. But these are like real, actual things. And they can actually like write on it. Look. You're probably, I know that's probably like, you're thinking I'm like doing some kind of magic with the camera. Like making this just like appear on there by using like Photoshop and I don't know, all kinds of crazy programs to make that color go onto that paper. But this is like a real actual crayon. It's not like, I mean, they actually do exist. I mean, you can look on National Geographic. I'm sure they have episodes on these. They're real things. and he comes with a whole box of them, and it's like no extra charge. It's like the same price as like a regular figure. And that's not all he comes with. When he was a wrestler, part of the Mean Street Posse, he wore this belt because he won it there. He won it in a triple threat match against Fu Manchozuna and Dave the Solid Snake Roberts. Unfortunately, he ended up losing the belt to Felsbug Bug Bigelow, but he eventually regained it again. I mean, nobody stopped Shane back in the day. Now this kind of reminds me of the Andrea video that I did, because he put on his old 4 policeman uniform to go out and try to avenge Andrea, because Andrea had recently been killed by Todd, and Shane was going to go out for revenge because, you know, Shane and Andrea, they had some relationships, like mostly in the car, and it was basically just in the car, but still, it was a very memorable car sex scene that was off camera. That little car sex scene really was important to Shane. So he had to go out, get revenge against Todd. But the only problem was, Todd was already dead when he found him. Todd was killed off by Jesse, because Jesse happened to be Andrea's real boyfriend, and he had to witness Todd killing her. So Jesse killed off Todd after he was freed by Heisenreich from Darby and his silly Nazi friends. I don't know, so Jesse escaped, and I don't know, Shane showed up, and he just found Todd's dead body and was like, well, damn. And we seen Darby laying there and everybody. And Heisenreich was over in the corner dying. It was sad, but it was a good episode of The Walking Dead. Now, while I'm saying this is the greatest action figure that ever existed, has more points of articulation than possible because it has infinite, and the paint job, not only does it have every color of the rainbow, I mean, there's other colors in here that I don't even know if they're named yet. Like, they're not part of like blue, red, and yellow, like how you can mix those colors to get any color. You can't mix those colors to get some of the colors that are in this figure, and that is amazing. What they could do to make this even better. I know it doesn't seem believable that they can make this figure better. I mean, putting his hat on him, I mean, holy crap. But, I mean, they can make him better. They could put it in the outfit that I'm most used to seeing him in. And that is the outfit that he wore when he was part of the tag team, the Secret Psycho Killers. When he was teamed up with Dexter, and they were managed by Dexter's sister, Dee Dee. That outfit is just the one that I always think of when I think of Shane. I don't always think of this one. This is an amazing one, but that's just not the one I think of. Now, they could also make him in his officer uniform. I know you didn't get to see him. They only showed that in the beginning of the season, or the beginning of the series, The Walking Dead. But seriously, who can forget the time that, you know, back when he was dressed in his uniform, and King Carl ordered Daryl to be beheaded in front of Beth and Connor McManus. I mean, that was just a very heart-wrenching episode, and Shane couldn't do anything but stand there and watch, because he worked for King Carl. Now, I must point out that Fu Manchu sent me this figure, which is really cool of him, but the real reason he sent it was because, you know, it's just a little too powerful. Like, it's just, he just didn't think it was safe to keep it there. It might end up blowing the place up, or, you know, cosmic entities would come down searching for it. They'd feel the power and try to make it part of their infinity glove or something. I don't know what they would do, but it's just very, very powerful object in the universe. It's hard to hold. Like, my hand starts to burn holding it too long. It's not evil or anything. It's just so powerful. Like, if you try to hold on to the sun, you can't hold on to the sun. But at least I can hold on to him a little bit. I'm just afraid if they do make those other outfits, that's the ones you might not be able to touch, because it'll just burn your fingers off. So now that I have both of these figures, I'm really tempted to eat this one because they're both edible. And I didn't eat this one because I didn't want to lose the figure, but now that I have two, I might just have to eat this one, or at least part of it. And that's why I think if you buy these, you should maybe get a few of them so you can eat a couple of them, or maybe all of them, I don't know. It'd probably keep you, like, I don't know, you probably won't have to eat again, actually. Well, I don't know what they make these out of, but I'd imagine it's some pretty good stuff. You might not have to eat for weeks, or maybe even for the rest of your life. I mean, that'd be pretty awesome. It's no more eating is not like a problem to like walk around and not eat. You won't have to buy food. Just eat this one time and you're good for life. So, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and I'm saying this is the greatest action figure that ever existed, even more so than the original Shane. Infinite points of articulation, the amazing colors, even ones that don't exist. You can eat them. He comes with all the amazing accessories. This is just the greatest action figure that ever existed, and it's burning my hands, and I can't hold on, and this video is going to explode if it's any longer, so sorry, goodbye.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Ooh.